Hello and welcome. You are looking live here at Mike Trout Field for today's matchup between the Thunderbolts and the visiting Hermits here on BFA Sports. For BFA, Doug Stasic joined alongside legendary coach Tom Ryder. And coach, looks like we got Logan Musey on the hill for the Thunderbolts. But first, let's take a look at the Hermits starting lineup. Leading off will be Ryan Taylor at second base. Jackson Vanesco is at first. Ryan Weingartner at short. Brody McKenzie in center. Jack Peacock at third. Kyle Nearai in left. Austin Sofran, that's a habit from old times, behind the dish catching. Bryce Oliver will be your designated hitter. Josiah Ragsdale out in right. And your starting pitcher would be C.J. Fiore. And they will face the Moose, Logan Musey. So, Coach, this is going to be a contest of a bit bragging.
A little bit of bragging rights right here.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how things play out here this afternoon. A little bit of overcast at Mike Trout Field. A notoriously deep Hermits batting order. And Logan Musey, the go-to ace here for the Thunderbolts. And we are about ready to get underway. And leading off for St. Augustine will be second baseman Ryan Taylor. All right, and we are ready to go. Here's the first pitch from Musey. Ball misses up and 1-0. Musey fires again. Ball fouled off. First base side. Winds and fires again. And Musey fires again. That ball misses up. Double check the count. Now 3-1. And Taylor, he'll earn the walk, pass down to first base.
Not so sure that's the way you want to start off this game.
Oh, not exactly for sure, but take a look now and see how Musey controls the run game. Swing and a miss.
A big swing right there.
Yeah, nice job here.
Big
Jackson Vanesco, the ace of the Hermits pitching staff here in 2021, playing first base today and batting here in the second hole. And he fouls that one off the screen. Coach Bailone barking orders. Usually what he likes to say around this time is be athletic. Runner goes. Ball is driven foul down the first base side.
Probably a fair assumption. Coach is expecting something off speed there. That might be why he's sending.
All right. So we are rocking and rolling. You can see Taylor there with a lead over at first. Dives back into the bag. Nice pick-off move there by Musey.
Good movement by all the infielders. So everybody's trying to back up a place. Right fielder was doing the same thing. That's a good sign.
Definitely has the attention. The speedy Ryan Taylor, one of the top-rated runners in all of New Jersey. And now he fires. Taylor going to make his way over to second base, and he's in there on the pass ball. And now 0-2 count. Reminder there by the umpire. And again, Taylor going to get him some attention. He winds and fires. Ball misses. Now 2-2. And now Musey looks back to Taylor, back towards home plate. And Venesco continues to fight here for another pitch. And that's going to cue the catcher, Gavin Shapiro. Give some words of encouragement there. Again, Musey checks the runner, fires home. That ball misses. And he walks. So 2 walks in a row, and that one is a tough spot to be in. Last thing the Thunderbolts want to do is leave anybody on the board with free passes. And now batting for the Hermits will be shortstop Ryan Weingartner. Certainly a player who can do some damage in a hurry, and with 2 runners on and nobody out, this one here often might be leading Coach Fimiani thinking about grabbing not just some Gatorade, but some Advil. Oh, and he steps off. You might have a shot here. They're going to have Taylor in a rundown. He's trapped between second and third, and they're going to apply the tag, and wouldn't you know it, a double play. So in a twist of fate, the Thunderbolts strike the Hermits with some lightning.
Well, I was going to make a comment about the pitch count with the first 2 batters, but that'll help it out right there.
It certainly will. All right, and so now that'll bring up to the plate. Still here, fighting now to get a 2-out rally going is Ryan Weingartner. And that is a called strike. That ball is launched into left field, going back to the fence, and Weingartner going to have no problem here with a stand-up double. So that ball retrieved by Austin Jacquet, and looks like Weingartner asking for time, and man, he got a hold of that one in a hurry.
Yes, he did.
All right, now the Hermits with 2 outs. Weingartner over at second base. The Rhode Island commit, Brody McKenzie. He'll step in And he fires. And that ball, single to left center field. Rounding third is going to be Weingartner. Here comes the throw. Not in time. And some trouble with the exchange from catcher Shapiro. And just like that, Hermits score a run on the RBI, but Coach, you got to think that Coach Bailon is perhaps having a bit of buyer's remorse to see two of his chips being cashed in there.
That could be correct. Trying to play it out through my mind what they were thinking. Was he trying to steal him, or do we have a missed sign? What happened there?
There is a look at McKenzie. Musey fires, and that is now Jack Peacock, third baseman. As we try to get things settled here in the press box, want to thank the good friends at the Millville School District for helping us out with some logistical challenges. Elevated shot there out in center field from the truck. So we got to...
It's got to be moving around up there.
Yeah, wind's blowing a little bit today, so we're going to have to adjust that one in just a second, especially where there's some concerns with rain. So we got the camera covered up out there, so it's looking a little low.
I was hoping you didn't say that word.
Yeah.
Since the sun came out. I was trying not to say the sun came out.
I hope that's not the case either, Coach. All right, now Musey fires. That ball is fouled out of play by Peacock. And one thing here, Coach, in Millville, you can lose a lot of baseballs really quick. And there is a look at Jack Peacock. Musey fires again, and he struck him out. So tough ending for the Hermits, and I say that as far as the inning goes because, Coach, they end up with one run. Could have easily had three if it wasn't for some base running miscues. So we will step away here for a second from Mike Troutfield. You're watching coverage of Millville High School baseball, brought to you by our friends at Quinn Broadcasting. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are headed to the bottom half of the first inning as Millville comes to bat. Quick look at the Millville lineup. Sergio Draws leads things off. Blake Ramos at second. Logan Musey, your pitcher. Nick Bonadonna in right. Gavin Shapiro, the catcher. You got Dominic Dookie at first base. Kalen Bowles at short. And Nate Robbins in center field. And this is Sergio Draws, who will face starting pitcher for the Hermits, CJ Fury. Fury, sophomore, southpaw, getting it done. Wides and fires. And Fury delivers one. That one's going to short. Weingartner over to first base, and he gets some.
Good job. Everybody backing up where they belong. Right fielder came in to back up.
Yes, he.
Catcher got down there to back up.
Yes, he did, Coach. That was a nice play there and a beautiful shot from our center field high atop the fence there. Mr. Charles Hope doing a nice job helping us out there making adjustments, and it looks beautiful. All right, and that ball is down and a little bit of chatter. Looks like the home plate umpire wants to have a quick convo with the second baseman, Blake Ramos. So I think there's a question about the equipment, perhaps, maybe a decal or a sticker emblem. But again, that's a great look out there by a camera in. Let's see what the timeout looks like. Stand by 1 second there, Charles. Is it dropped? And that pitch is in for a called strike to number 1, Blake Ramos, wearing the traditional Mike Trout jersey as he fires. And that ball misses there. All right, there goes ball 4 to Blake Ramos as he walks down, makes his way over to first base. And with 1 out and 1 runner on, that's going to bring up the starting pitcher for the Thunderbolts, and that would be Logan Musey. And that looks good. Fury checks the runner, he winds and fires. Called strike. Taking a quick gander over there at Blake Ramos, the 1-out base runner for Millville. And there's a look at Musey. So now Fury delivers. That ball is lifted over the first base side, but foul. Third baseman Jack Peacock called off, not worried about having to retrieve it. And all right, and we are waiting for Fury to deliver. Here it comes. Ball misses low. And they certainly have the attention of the battery. So the defense for St. Augustine gets set. Fury fires and misses inside. And that is a cadence call by Coach Dan Fimiani. And he winds and fires. Oh, misses.
Wow.
Bottom part of the zone, and looks like a request for a cleaner baseball, Coach.
Unbelievable.
And Fury fires again. That ball is lifted into right center field. It's going to drop, and that's going to allow Ramos to try to get the third. Good heads-up base running.
Real good base running right there.
Hustle play that would
Yes,
make
it was, yep.
Mr. Trout himself proud. That was slick. Yeah, we're good.
Good job.
Want to thank AD David Lagamba for making sure we got everything that we need out here. And all right. Good stuff. Appreciate that, Mr. Lagamba. All right, so now runners at the corners, and looks like we have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Logan Musey, after grabbing that single, and that'll be number 12, Matt Meiswinkle. So taking our first look over there at Meiswinkle. And here, umpire gets things reset. Now your cleanup hitter is Nick Bonadonna. The right fielder did a tremendous job his last go-around when he was on the hill out there at Mainland. The Bolts falling 3-0 as Fury over to Vinesco checks the runner. You could still take a look at Blake Ramos. And Fury, nice job managing tempo. That ball misses up. And Fury fires again. Called strike, hits his spot. All right.
Trying to extend his lead. Yep, going back.
Fires back over to first. Still runners at the corners, and you got to question whether or not with one out, they're going to try to take advantage of the free base. And looks like the runner is going to move his way up to second base as continue to get things situated. Just peeked his head in was the legendary coach Roy Hallenbeck. So perhaps we can catch up with Coach once we get our technical shots set up here. Fires. Catches the corner and struck him out. What a nice pitch there by Fury in a big spot. So Fury gets Bonadonna. And now it'll bring up the catcher, Gavin Shapiro, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first with the Hermits holding on to a 1-0 lead. That pitch is fouled straight back. Shapiro, the catcher, doing a nice job. See if we can. Here's a windup. Fury misses outside. Nice block by the catcher.
Nice job.
Sofran had himself one heck of a weekend at the Coaches versus Cancer Classic just over a week ago. Fury winds and fires. Chops that one foul. Shapiro thought enough of it to even hold on to his bat as if it was a prized possession. And Fury fires. Leaves that pitch up. Fires again. Good shot there by Shapiro to foul things off.
That's another lost baseball problem.
Oh, man. You're not kidding, Coach. So Fury doing a nice job showing composure. Oh, just misses inside. That ball was riding now. Full count. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And arguably the game's first big moment. Shapiro, opportunity to put the Bolts ahead. Fury fires. That ball is popped up, and that is back and foul. Out of play into the wooded area just behind home plate. So Shapiro, nice job. Oh, that ball misses inside, and he walks him. So Shapiro making his way down to first base, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, John Weatherby. So Weatherby here.
I'm probably hoping he comes up big here.
That first pitch from Fury, that is up and out of the zone, ball one. It's interesting. Fury's pitch keeps coming right in on the hands of the hitter. Fires again. Called strike.
Yep. He likes the outside corner, too.
So now
That's where he's been consistent.
1-1. Well, Fury gives us something to think
Good
about.
Job. Good
Kraft.
job there at second base. Nice job.
Slick move there by the sophomore pitcher. Fires again, swing. Nice outside location. Weatherby couldn't get to that one. That ball misses. So now, base is loaded. Got a full count. And here is a payoff pitch. Fouls that one out of play. So umpire saying he's fresh out of baseballs. So why not?
You'll probably hear that a lot today.
Yeah, that wind kicks up a little bit, and some of our rain gear rendered useless at this point. And I don't know about you, Coach, but that ball continued to foul.
Yep.
The way this afternoon is kind of gone, it was a little dreary. Now the sun's trying to peek its way out, and I'm sure that I'm not the only one on our crew that might want to find our way to, say, the old Warhouse after the game. Certainly I know my buddy Charles Hope will probably be wanting to join me there. All right, so now the base is loaded. 3-2, 2 outs. Everyone's going to be moving. There's a pitch, shot, and a hard grounder, but Jack Peacock going to make the play and get the Hermits and C.J. Fury out of a jam. So we are through one inning of play, and we will step aside just a second. The Hermits lead the Thunderbolts 1-0. We head to the top of the second. here, we're back. We are good to go, and you're looking at a beautiful center field shot as Logan Musey goes back to work. And leading things off in the second here is Kyle Neary, your starting left fielder for the Hermits. Neary, I think it's a secret, one of my favorite power hitters in all South Jersey. And we are still looking good. I want to thank our camera operator, Charles Hope, for walking us through that fun adventure. As the rain and the wind wreak some havoc out there at center field, but we're looking good. All right, back to baseball. Hammers one to short. Kalen Bowles going to scoop it up, but he's going to get Kyle Neary. 6-3 put out. Making the squeeze over at first base.
Appears like that ground is pretty hard with the hop that ball took.
Tom Dookie.
Oh, boy.
So
Both teams had a chance to control their destiny in the first inning, but they really didn't capitalize on it.
all right, and this brings up Austin Sofran, starting catcher. Wearing number 1 for the Hermits, who are donning their away gray, as Coach Bailon likes to call them. Oh, a little bit of dance fever.
There's a little bit of high and inside.
Sofran showing off his dodgeball skills. So he
Not allowed to play that in New Jersey anymore.
escapes injury there. That ball down misses from Musey. And Sofran working himself to an early 3-0 count. And I'm guessing he's going to be taking all the way.
You are 100% correct.
All right, asking him for time. And time is given. Now 3-1. And that is ball 4. So we got a courtesy for the catcher underway. So Sofran will come off. And number 21, Mason Dorsey, will step on for the Hermits. Here's a look at Dorsey. Now batting, it's going to be Bryce Oliver, your designated hitter for this contest. There is a score as St. Augustine holds on to this 1-0 lead. And don't look now, Coach. It's another rundown. And they say no tag. So caught up in the BFA coach's view side by side, and wouldn't you know? If words could describe the look across the field from Coach Bailon right now. Luckily for the players, he's wearing sunglasses today. All right, so now still no count to Oliver. And Musey has him in his sights. Woo, called strike.
Good pitch. Good pitch.
Real nice pitch. Now 1 strike to Bryce Oliver, the designated hitter. Give Musey credit, Coach.
Yes,
He is managing that run game.
Yes, he is.
Runner goes. Here comes the throw. The throw is on the money, and they get him. Fantastic shoot
Yes, it
out
was.
there
Yep,
by
absolutely.
the catcher, Gavin Shapiro. He gets it to Bowles, and they erase the Hermits' threat. Mason Dorsey heads back to the dugout. No, that's something that's a great team effort, but give Musey credit there. That ball is chopped foul.
Middle infielder made a nice play, too, straddling the bag, letting the ball get to him and making a tag instead of trying to catch it in front of the bag and sweep tagging back.
Seen that time and again. That's one of those things that drives you nuts as a coach, not letting that ball travel.
Saw it a whole lot yesterday.
And Musey fires, breaking ball in the dirt. Nice job by Shapiro on the block. That ball is up. So Bryce Oliver working his way back out of an 0-2 count. 2 outs. Ball misses. Really good eye. And that's not easy to do, but with 2 outs, this is something that he's trying to fight his way on. Come a Hermit base runner, and he does.
He did that.
So Oliver with the walk, and CJ Fury is being hit for. So that'll bring up Josiah Ragsdale, the right fielder. And Logan Musey is doing one heck of a job. And you got to be thinking, as Ragsdale here takes the first pitch in for a ball, is Coach Bailone looking to keep the steal sign on, trying to create a spark here. So we have a short break in the action. Go to the coach's view yet again. And he dives back into the bag.
Yep. Trying to get him to stop their feet.
Well, the Hermits
trying to get him to get flat-footed.
Yeah, the Hermits lineup top to bottom is one of the fastest in not just South Jersey but the state, and the Bolts fully aware.
Ooh.
That was a healthy hack.
That was healthy hack off the pipe. Check the ball.
Yeah, got assistant coach Harry Rodriguez woken up over there. Might want to work on his glove work over there, though. Got to tell you, should have had that one. Called time by the batter, Josiah Ragsdale. Ragsdale, very familiar with this Thunderbolt team, as he's a resident of Vineland. Known to be the baseball rivals in these parts. And it's a 1-1 count with 2 outs. And Musey looking back, Oliver. Here's the pitch. And that ball is chopped up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. So a nice piece of hitting by Josiah Ragsdale. And with 2 outs, the Hermits will have runners at first and second. And with that, they're able to turn the lineup over. So Ryan Taylor steps in, walked his first appearance of the game. He ended up getting caught in a rundown between second and third as he takes ball 1. As we continue to that ball is foul tip squeeze. Winds and fires, swings and a miss, snap throw to Bowles. That one's going to go in center field. Shapiro's throw is high. Hermits going to move up into second and third, and now just a swing away from a potential 2 RBI base knock.
Might have been able to score on that if he didn't fall down. We saw that yesterday also.
Yeah, it's the old sniper fire running around the bases.
Yep.
That ball misses in the dirt, but a good job by Shapiro.
That was a good play by both base runners on an attempt to pick off from the catcher. Very good job.
Ooh. Now a full count. Winds and fires again, and Taylor, he walks to load the bases. In the leadoff spot, showing a little bit of patience. And Coach Bailone trying to count on the senior Jackson Vanesco, but before that can happen, this is a big spot, and it'll draw the attention of Millville head coach Dan Fimiani. He's going to talk it over with Musey and his infield. And really here's just kind of words of encouragement. I think he's seen a couple of walks this inning, and you can see that Musey's fired up, Coach.
Yep, absolutely. Coach Bailone talking to his hitters and talking to his base runners.
But with 2 outs, he's going to tell them to be aggressive, right?
Absolutely.
Is there any other way to play this one?
No. This is pretty much a backstop to with a wild pitch or a pass ball. You got to get a good read on it right away. You got to make sure the ball's going left or right, not straight back.
And there is Jackson Vanesco, face full of focus right now as he takes the first pitch from Musey. And he hammers one right field, right at the right fielder, but he gets him turned around. Here come the Hermits. They are going to empty the bases. Coach sending Ryan Taylor, and it doesn't look like there's going to be a throw. But, wow, what a big-time shot. Tough break out there as Nick Bonadonna got turned around. But that one ended up being a stand-up bases-clearing double for Jackson Vanesco, stretching the lead now 2-4 for the Hermits. First pitch in to Ryan Weingartner, who doubled in his first at bat, is in for a strike, and he's looking to switch places with Vanesco. Winds and fires again. Fouls that one into the screen. And that ball fired up through the middle, and that was going to score Vanesco as you see him surge through.
Yep.
Another base knock there for Weingartner. Nice piece of hitting. Aggressive right on time, and that'll be another RBI. Now Weingartner 2 for 2 on the day. And, of course, we want to thank our friends and sponsors for today's game, Bintz Insurance Agency, right there on High Street. Todd Bonadonna, proud father of Millville player Nick Bonadonna. And, of course, Bob Connor and the good people and friends at Mintz Insurance, Millville Chiropractic Center, and Advanced Treads. That ball swings and popped up is off the bat of Brody McKenzie. McKenzie singled with an RBI in his first at-bat. And of course, we're here on behalf. You're watching locally on Quinn Broadcasting, Channel 22.
Good job.
Jim Quinn counting on us here at BFA Sports to continue the long, honored tradition of bringing you Millville baseball. I'm sure he's watching and wouldn't be surprised if we don't see my good friend Jim Quinn here at some point at the ballpark. Although, I think there's another event going on over there. Oh, check swing. That's kind of unique. And that ball is going to be fielded by the pitcher and puts Brody McKenzie out, but not before the Hermits. Add 4 here in the second. They now lead 5-0. We are going to take a step aside from Mike Trout Field. You're watching Millville baseball here on BFA.
Remember when taking a hot bath was the best part of your day? And for some it can be hard and even not safe just getting in. Older bathtubs can be as high as 20 inches. Let's face the facts. As we get older, our knees and backs start to hurt us. Getting in and out of an old bathtub can be difficult and even dangerous. Jacuzzi Bath Remodel, a name you know and trust, has the perfect solution for you. We call it the tub to shower conversion. We'll remove your old bathtub and the need to step over a dangerously high threshold, replacing it with the safety and luxury of a low-profile walk-in shower. Advanced materials mean no more mold or mildew from an old bathroom, and all this in about a day. As a special bonus to you, you'll get a special extra safety feature for free. So please call now.
Welcome back to Mike Trout Field. CJ Fury, the sophomore southpaw, taking the hill again for second inning of work, holding on to a commanding 5-0 Hermit lead. And he will face he'll face Dominic Dookie. So Dominic Dookie, the starting first baseman. That ball is hit the Weingartner, is going to charge. He's over to Vanesco, and that'll go in the books as a 6-3 putout. Coach Ryan Weingartner, the Purdue commit, just makes it look so slick.
Makes it look real easy.
All right,
Pitcher.
from one shortstop to another. Now Kalen Bowles steps in as Fury fires up and away.
Pitcher really wanted a part of that play, but it's a good thing he decided to let it go.
Kalen Bowles with a nice job defensively as he hammers one. Well, why not? This one goes back to Weingartner. He'll fire across the diamond over to Vanesco. It's like deja vu. I think we said that before.
Yep. Is that French?
Sure.
Deja vu?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds like a good craft beer, too.
Yep. I like that. I like that analogy. That's pretty good.
If there's not one, we should copyright it before someone else does, Coach.
Yep.
What do you think? Center fielder Nate Robbins now steps in. Called first strike, and C.J. Fury had a couple base runners in the first inning, Coach, but he's feeling the groove.
Yes, he is. And for being a young guy, it looked like it didn't rattle him either.
Yeah, no, and he's done real well in the offseason, you know, in some of the showcase circuit. Got a chance to see him up close and personal at PBR New Jersey. It was a nice standout performance from the pitcher's mound out there at Iron Peak Sports with T.J. Hunt just the other day for the Thank You Classic. And I know Fury is one of the young pitchers in New Jersey. He's especially being left-handed, that he thinks very highly of. Fury fires again. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Thunderbolts go down in order, and the Hermits get ready to go back to bat with a 5-0 lead. You're watching Millville Baseball on BFA.
Hey there, travelers. You going somewhere? Need a hotel? Then call Hotel Wiz anytime, day or night, for rates too low to publish. You can save up to 75% on over 500,000 hotels across the globe and get our best price guarantee with no booking or cancellation fees ever. We've got some of the lowest hotel prices you'll find in New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and a lot more. Don't waste your time surfing for deals. Make a free call right now and find deals too low to publish. Save up to 75% right now with no cancellation fees. And to make it even easier on you, we're here 24/7 to help. So call right now. Bookmark us in your cell phone. Whatever you need to do, just pick up the phone and call this number for hotel deals that'll knock your socks off.
Call 800-710-4781. That's 800-710-4781. 800-710-4781. That's 800-710.
Welcome back to Millville. Hermits here in the bottom of the second, and Jack Peacock going to lead things off. Peacock, the senior third baseman, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. As Logan Musey goes back to work. And that ball is chopped. The Bowls not going to be able to handle it. And a hard 60, hard 90, I should say.
That's okay.
That's okay.
You'll get the hard 60.
Maybe I want to go back to Little League, Coach.
You'll get the hard 60 on Thursday.
All
Well,
right.
it might not be a hard 60, but it'll be a 60.
Yeah, we'll be over at Rowan College in South Jersey doing some softball. So Jack Peacock, he'll get on the error charged to Millville, and Kyle Neareye, he'll step in. Grounded out to short in his first at bat. Here's the pitch from Musey. Musey.
Well, he'd still try and control the run game, and will Byline try and oh, sorry about that.
We're mocked out. We have no sound. All right, and away we go. And there's a shot out to left center field. That ball is going way back to the fence. And that one is going to end up being a stand-up double for Kyle Neareye. All right.
Well, we got some sound. That was my fault.
The adventure continues.
Tried to get around you.
No worries, Coach. Kyle Neareye, good job there. Big-time hit. Didn't miss all of that by much.
He didn't, nope.
All right, and so after the double by Neareye is going to bring up Austin Sofran, who walked in his first at-bat. And Musey winds and fires. That ball is in the dirt. Sofran, nice job there by Shapiro. Now you can take a look at Peacock at third, Neareye at second. And Sofran showing some patience at the plate. And his first at bat. But the last time we saw him on the broadcast, he had himself one heck of a day down in mainland. That ball misses up.
Yeah, you did. I saw that on your site.
2-0. Winds and fires yet again. And Sofran pops it up towards the right field side, and that one's out of play. No real estate there.
I should figure out by now to watch the monitor, but I'd rather see it in live, and here I go.
Well, you can just dance
You know
around,
what I mean?
maybe
Or
break a
just-
couple things if
Yeah,
you want.
yeah, just-
Yeah, no problem.
We didn't do too bad.
Yeah.
I'm wired.
All right, winds and fires. Ball in the dirt. Another good block there by Shapiro. Coach Bailone. I think I just heard him say, stay in your zone. His favorite saying, though, is be athletic. And there's a shot by Sofran up the middle, right center field. Round comes Peacock. Now comes Near-Eye. That is a 2 RBI single. Nice piece of hitting there by Sofran, taking coach's advice, staying in the zone.
I think the right fielder did a good job getting the ball, too, because he was thinking double all the way.
Yeah, he cut him off. He knew exactly where it was that he wanted to go. And it looks like as the Hermits stretch their lead to 7, Coach Dan Fimiani about to make a pitching change and a glove exchange to go with it. It would appear the new pitcher is going to be first baseman Dominic Dukey, and Logan Musey on the straight switch is going to go over to first base. We'll update our defensive alignment for you.
And your partner in crime, Al Fisher's always telling me, Coach, look at the monitor, look at the monitor.
Yeah, look at the monitor. Always look at the monitor. Well, actually, you're looking at what we call a switcher, Coach. But
I like that.
Nonetheless, Logan Musey. So they cut a little bit shorter than he probably would have anticipated. So taking a quick look back, Hermits took advantage of Musey actually flooding the zone. So Musey not afraid to pitch the contact with one ball, or he had a defender get turned a bit around. But give credit where credit is due. The Hermits very efficient and hitting the baseball when they had guys in scoring position.
Absolutely. Took advantage of it right away.
You know, it'd be interesting, and they have a young sophomore who's pitching, and nothing better than giving him a nice, comfortable lead to work with so he can remain focused. Because every time you're young and you got to go out there on a team that is relatively deep, as we'll now take a look at the updated Thunderbolt lineup, left to right in the outfield. You got Jaquette, Nate Robbins, Nick Bonadonna, and hot corner still Sergio Draws, Kalen Bowles, and Blake Ramos up the middle. Logan Musey shifts over to first, while Dominic Dukey is the pitcher, and Gavin Shapiro remains behind home plate. So here is Dominic Dukey. And again, we want to thank our friends at Mintz Insurance, Advanced Treads, Millville Chiropractic for their sponsorship of Millville High School baseball. Mintz Insurance, located right here in town over on High Street. And, of course, Advanced Treads, just up what we like to call Landis Avenue on your way out towards Rosenhain. So if you haven't had a need for new tires, I would highly recommend going over and seeing the good people at Advanced Treads. They'll do a quick check, see how much tread you actually have left in your tires, and give you some great advice, because there's nothing more important when you're maintaining your car to make sure that you have good tires. So thank you to Advanced Treads. All right, we're going to rejoin the action here, and that's Bryce Oliver now, the designated hitter for the Hermits, who steps in while there's runner at first base, and that was after the RBI. So courtesy runner on for the catcher, Austin Sofran, and I believe it's Mason Dorsey again. As Dukey checks the runner, throws back over to first. Musey with the tag. The Thunderbolts continuing to do a lot of the small things really well. Managing that run game and
trying to control that run game.
And that's a called strike. So Dukey trying to help rally his Thunderbolt teammates. 1-1 count here to Oliver as he winds and fires. Called strike. Now 1-2.
Looks like that was on the outside corner.
Yeah, and he's got him on the ropes. It'll be interesting to see if now he tries to jam him, come back inside, and turn over a ground ball here for potential double play. That's what Millville needs. That ball is a chopper up the middle. Going to be a tough one for Bowles. He hustles, makes the throw, but not in time.
That was a real good 90. Real good 90.
Flew out of the box.
Yeah, ball had some airtime, though, too.
Yeah, we talked about the ground ball. Chopper wasn't exactly what the doctor ordered, especially not over at Millville Chiropractic. He always would probably recommend that you stretch every morning and come and see them every 10 days because
it's very good. I
maintenance.
like that.
Maintenance
I like
is
that.
important.
That's right.
So
that's why you go to Advanced Treads also.
it is. Showing off those wheels, that's for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, now Josiah Ragsdale with the conference. Coach Bylone. And he singled in his first at bat. I can only imagine that Coach Bylone is pretty direct. He probably just said, come on, hit the ball. What do you think?
That would be a very good observation.
All right, so Hermits, runners at first and second. He squares and bunts. He's going to show off the wheels. Look at this bunt. Dookie going to turn and make the throw. Sacrifice in nature. And he put some pressure on that Millville defense when he flew out of the box. So
yes, he did.
Sack bunt for Ragsdale, and it'll turn over the St. Augustine lineup is Ryan Taylor now. 2 walks. So he's leading the team in fundraising this afternoon. Got a couple sponsors to help him with all of his steps to the bases.
Very good.
But all joking aside, that's a nice high on-base percentage to set the lineup as Vanesco and Weingartner have done some damage in the RBI category this afternoon. All right, here comes Dookie, continuing to pound the zone. And not quite sure. You can get a better 50-50 pitch than that one. One just missed, and this one paints the corner.
No doubt about that.
So Sherman Williams special on the second pitch helps Dookie even the count at 1. Again, another guy that melts his cleats as fast as he runs is Ryan Taylor. Guy is a mid-6s 60 runner consistently. And interestingly enough, Ryan Taylor actually trains in the offseason with Coach Fimiani and Coach Rodriguez of Millville over there at Heavy Hitters. So I guess they're kind of in a quandary. They certainly want to see him do well, just not against them.
That would be correct. That would be a very fair assumption.
All right, so Shapiro, quick timeout with Dookie to make sure they're on the same page, especially got runners back there in scoring position. Sometimes you want to change up signs, maybe go with the second or the third sign versus the first. So it sounds like they want to make sure they're on the same page, as if Shapiro maybe thought he wasn't expecting that fastball.
It's a whole lot of information right there.
All right, still 1-2 as Dookie delivers. And Taylor smacks one out to right field. Bonadonna going to get underneath of it, but it looks like we're going to tag up, and here comes the throw. It's going to be cut by the first baseman, Musey. That is a well-executed sacrifice fly.
Well, they're taking advantage of their opportunities now.
So sac fly by Taylor. And now with 2 outs, Jackson Vanesco will come to the plate. And Vanesco, 1 for 1 on the afternoon with a double. I should call that a bases clearing double. 3
Bases
RBI
clearing, yeah.
and a walk. So Vanesco, bit more notorious for his pitching. Swings another drive, and that one's going into, popped up the bowls. He'll make the squeeze, and that will retire the side. Hermits add another run on the board. It is now 8-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Again, you're watching Millville baseball thanks to our friends at Mintz Insurance. Be sure to reach out to Todd Bonadonna, Bob Connor, and company. Mintz Insurance right over on High Street in Millville. Long-time supporters of Millville High School and Quinn Broadcast Programming. It's bringing you our BFA coverage of today's festivities. We had mentioned Millville Chiropractic. Always open and looking for helping you fit into your schedule when it's convenient. So they got hours, daytime, nighttime, by appointment. You need them, reach out to our friends at Millville Chiropractic. And again, advanced treads. So if you're looking for new treads for that new vehicle, or even that vehicle that's a classic and you love it so much and hard to find tires, be sure to reach out to Advanced Treads. So we go back to business here in the bottom of the third as CJ Fury continues what's been a great day of pitching on his part. It's a called strike.
Well, now he can really pitch to contact with an 8-run lead.
All right, and winds and fires. Ball misses, evens the count at 1. There we go. Fury. That ball is grounded over to the first base side, kind of in no man's land, but Fury, underhand pitch to Vanesco, and records the out. So the leadoff hitter, Sergio Draws, retired on the 1-3 putout. And the captain, second baseman, Blake Ramos.
Nope.
Blake Ramos will now step in as Fury fires his first pitch, called strike.
He's still sticking with the outside corner.
Yeah.
Still staying right there.
And he winds and fires. That one fouled out of right side of play.
Could be another tough ball to find.
That ball
Good pitch.
misses. 1-2 count now. To Ramos. Fury fires, and it's a called third strike.
Good pitch.
So he puts the backwards K in the book. And that'll bring up now first baseman Logan Musey. Fury winds, delivers. Breaking pitch in for a strike. So far, Fury with 3 strikeouts on the afternoon, and he's only allowed 1 hit. That one misses away. Now 2-1 to Logan Musey. And, Coach, what Millville needs to do now is show a little bit of patience, try to put some pressure on the youngster.
Yep.
And get a couple base runners. Well, you know, keep them distracted.
And what he's got to do is just, like I said, just keep pitching the contact, trying not to be so finite now, and make him hit the ball hard someplace. Make him hit it.
Fury fires. This is down for a ball. Now 3-2. Ball is fouled right side and out of play. And umpire asking for more baseballs.
Got to have a budget here.
As Millville coaching staff fires a ball into play to Fury. Fires again, rocket down the first base side. Coach Harry Rodriguez, not known for his speed or flexibility, does manage to get out of the way of that one. There's a look over there. Coach Rodriguez, he slimmed down though a lot. I got to give him credit. Looks like he's been hitting the gym harder than he's been hitting that delivery button on the apps on his phone. Here he has a lot of them. All right, now Fury. Grounder up the middle, going to go to the scoop and the shoot. And he calls safe as it pulls him off the bag. Great effort there by Ryan Taylor.
That was a real nice play.
So Coach Bylone doesn't seem to mind the call, nor does his assistant, Coach Nay, down there. So good hustle play. I guess the question is, Coach, how do I score that?
It's a base hit.
There's a base knock.
It's a base hit.
All right, it's only the second base knock of the afternoon, and this one goes to Musey, who's now 2 for 2 on the afternoon, as Nick Bonadonna digs in. And Bonadonna fouls one off out of play down the right field side. Fires, and it's a called strike. As he's got him on the ropes, 0-2. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Oh, nice shot up the middle, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Nick Bonadonna now helps Millville back-to-back base knocks. His runners at first and second. And that brings up the catcher, Gavin Shapiro. That ball is fouled straight back. Shapiro walked in his first at bat. It's a called strike, and don't look now. Down 0-2. Coach, good opportunity for the youngster here. 2 outs, gave up 2 hits. You let him work through this. You want him to experience these situations.
Absolutely.
Winds and fires. That ball's fouled.
Last 0-2 pitch. The last batter, he just left it over the plate too much. Good job.
And ball misses. An net ball to Taylor, over to Venesco. That'll end the Millville threat. Put it in the books 4-3. And you can take a look at the scoreboard, and that would still tell you that it is 8-0. So we will step aside here from Mike Trout Field in Millville. You're watching Quinn Broadcast, presented by BFA Sports. This edition of Millville Baseball. Stay tuned, everybody. All right, and we are back to action here in the top of the fourth as Dominic Dukey back on the mound in relief for the Thunderbolts. He will face off against Ryan Weingartner, who is 2 for 2 on the day with a double, single, and RBI.
And 2 nice defensive plays a couple innings ago.
So Weingartner flies it out to shallow center field, and guess what? That one is going to drop in. So good hustle play by Nate Robbins, but add the speed of Weingartner and the distance he had to go as the wind started to blow in. It was a perfect combination, and that'll push Weingartner to 3 for 3 on the afternoon.
Yes, it will.
As you take a look at Weingartner, another guy that's multi-threat, 5-tool athlete. The Purdue commit has even gotten it done on the mound here in his junior campaign. Dukey fires his first pitch to Brody McKenzie, the starting center fielder in the cleanup spot.
And as a little bit difference from yesterday, we had a discussion about the flag blowing out or flag blowing in. This one's definitely blown in. That's why that was hard for the center fielder to make that play. I thought an infielder might call him off. He had a long way to run.
Called strike down and away corner. Winds and fires. And he hammers that ball foul down the third base line. So the Hermits have had a couple of nice innings with the bats. I know we're here kind of in the middle of the fourth, or the top half of the fourth. So it'd be interesting to see if they can get another rally started. Weingartner still over at first, and McKenzie facing a 1-2 count to Dominic Dukey. Fires again. Breaking pitch, grounder to Bowles. Bowles, a little hot to handle, and both runners will be safe. So Bowles not exactly happy with himself, but Coach, that's baseball.
Yes, it is. But it's real hard out there today, too. I mean, You got to decide whether you're going to stay back or attack it, one or the other.
All right, that'll bring up Jack Peacock, who reached on an error in his last at-bat, and he squares the bunt. Pulls it back, but Weingartner going to advance, and so will McKenzie. So, first pitch, just a little away from the catcher, Shapiro. Will now set the table quite nicely for Peacock.
Yes, it will.
I can imagine the bunt sign is probably now off. Here's the pitch. And Peacock using his head as he's going to get to first base in a unique way and load the bases for the Hermits.
It's a very astute observation.
So Shapiro will walk out to Dominic Dookie, and Kyle Neary, Bryant University commit. He'll step to the plate. The base is loaded here in the top of the fourth, and no outs. This is the home plate umpire giving some directives to the St. Augustine dugout to get back. Perhaps he's seen Neary swing the bat a few times, and he doesn't want anybody to be in danger of a foul ball. A little bit of raindrops have kind of faded in and out here. Had that little bit of unexpected weather. There's the pitch to Neary. Breaking ball. He skies one to right center field. Bonadonna going to get underneath of it. And we're going to tag up. And here comes Weingartner. No throws. It's cut off. And he's going to score. So fundamental textbook baseball. Weingartner gets the congratulatory hand slap as he makes it all the way around the bases. And Neary with a sac fly, RBI. So Austin Sofran, the catcher, who had a nice 2 RBI single in his last at bat after walking in his first, is 1 for 1. Now we have Hermits at the corners, first and third, on a 9-0 lead. And he fires. Dookie's first pitch in for a strike.
That could have been a case there, and I'm not being critical at all, where the first baseman, the guy on first base, could have hung up and maybe went to second too if you read the flight and trajectory of the ball. As you see, he was coming home all the way.
Yeah, it was a good play. I mean, I love the way that Bonadonna got his feet underneath the boom and had great momentum to bring that throw nice and straight home. Millville might have been questioning whether or not to cut the throw, and cutting the throw may have cut out the opportunity to potentially get Weingartner. But with his speed, never going to be an easy play.
Yep. I mean, it's easy sitting up here, but I might have let that ball go.
Yeah. Dookie checks the runner, fires, and that's a hard hit ball to bowls up the middle. Going to have some trouble with it, and that's going to score a run. So McKenzie will cross the plate for the Hermits, put 10 on the board. And some days, Coach, the ball just seems to find you. So going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. And again, it's Mason Dorsey for Austin Sofran. Now Bryce Oliver, who has walked and singled thus far this afternoon, will step to the plate. Winds and fires. Felt straight back.
Yep.
That's the pitcher. Just missed it.
He didn't flinch that time. Good job.
No, he didn't flinch.
Didn't flinch.
Yeah. Didn't need to. Didn't need any insurance on that swing either. I don't know if Mint's Insurance offers an insurance of protecting your bat or damage inadvertently. I look at it like a storm like today. It makes me think it's good to have some great people like Bob Connor and Todd Bonadonna over at Mint's Insurance. Just in the event Mother Nature may stare you down when it comes to that home or auto, potentially things you wouldn't expect. Give them a call over there at High Street. That's Mint's Insurance, proud sponsor of Quinn Broadcasting and BFA Sports coverage of Millville baseball. Now 2-1 to Bryce Oliver.
I like the way he held the box 2 pitches ago. He just stayed right in there.
Yeah.
Didn't back out at all.
I like the way to see Dom Dookie still standing tall with that good posture. Must be a patient over at Millville Chiropractic. Have that nice alignment, good tall frame with the spine. Helps you with your mechanics as a pitcher. Make sure you're all ready to go.
That's a whole lot of information right there. It's a good job.
And wides and fires is Dookie. And Oliver will foul that one off into the screen. And we have a full count with 1 out. Peacock at second. Mason Dorsey, courtesy runner, over at first. And, Dookie's gotten a fair amount of ground balls. It's just, unfortunately, the Thunderbolts haven't been able to convert them into the outs that he's been needing. All right. Again, a full count and 1 out. We bear down. Keeping our fingers crossed. Producer Ryan Schumacher that the rain remains enclosed in the dome over there in right field. I'll need to cut that bag of precipitation open in the next half hour, 45 minutes. That ball is smoked. Dookie tries to knock it down, but, man, look at the speed. Nothing you can do with Oliver. Going to probably Dookie's seems to be okay and twisted that he was unable to smother that one. But, man, that was a hard-hit ball. So glad to see he is okay. And,
coaching staff yelled out, "Hey, all right?" You know the answer to that question before you even yelled that out there.
Yeah. So another base knock for Bryce Oliver. He's 2 for 2 with a walk on the day. And the speedy right fielder, Josiah Ragsdale, checks in. Ragsdale singled and sacrifice bunted his last at bat. Takes the first called strike. As Dookie continues to flood the zone with good pitches. And I give him the KOD on that one.
Yes, you did.
I don't want to see that radar, Ryan.
Said, no, I don't want to do that. Nope.
All right, and so Ragsdale fires. All righty. So we are keeping our eye on the sky as a radar cell showing some precipitation is nearing as Ragsdale grounds it out to Bowles, who flips it over to Ramos, not able to make the play as a good hard slide there by Oliver breaks up the double play, but Jack Peacock will score, and that will be an RBI for Ragsdale, leaving runners at the corners.
That's just good baseball by Oliver. Good baseball.
He knew he had to put the ball into play, and well, that was actually Ragsdale on that one.
No, I mean.
Oh, the slide.
Slide,
yeah. No, good.
That's just very good baseball.
Great call. Love that, Coach. All right, I think I'm feeling drops here, Ryan Schumacher. Which, folks, I will be very straightforward with you. One thing that our equipment is very allergic to is water. So we will hang in here about as long as we can in the top of the fourth. But wouldn't be surprised if we might have to shut things down a little bit early here. As that's a hard shot ball. Ryan Taylor gets the ball off the heel of the glove of Kalen Bowles. And another plated run for the Hermits. That'll make it 12-0 as Jackson Vanesco comes to the plate. And Coach Dan Fimiani going to go out to a mound visit. This one's been a bit tough. Tough inning here is, you know, Dookie's done a good job pitching
Yes,
the
he
contact. Just the ball's been hit really hard and made it difficult a bit for some of the Hermits. Let me see something real quick here, kids. All right, and it looks like we're going to have a bit of a pitching change here. And that new pitcher on the hill is number 3, and that's Austin Jacquet. So as we're going to step aside here for just a quick second, give you guys a look. And that, folks, is what we are actively keeping our eye on as we got some pop-up storms that are in the area if you're sitting here watching. So this little one here about to cross the Delaware is maybe going to make his run for the hills here. So, all right, and raindrops are falling. We're going to have to shut it down here for a second. So we appreciate you guys tuning in, but we got to shut down our equipment. So thank you for watching this broadcast of Millville Baseball. It's 12-0 here in the top of the fourth.